Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Healthy Living event sponsored by the Juice Plus community. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Carol Turnbow. I'm a senior sales coordinator. I've been having trouble the last couple of weeks saying that with the Juice Plus company. I'm also a wife. I'm a mom. I'm a Mima. I am a CrossFit coach. I'm a CrossFit athlete, but my passion is nutrition. I love teaching people that food really does heal the body. So tonight you're going to be hearing from myself and some of my teammates. We've all joined on a mission to inspire healthy living around the world. And I'm going to start tonight by introducing our product line. Our product line is simple and it will remain simple because it's food. It's food that our bodies need on a daily basis. So I'm going to start by showing you our green, our red, and our purple blends. This is called our fruit, our vegetable, and our berry blends. These three blends are 100% plant-based all the way down to the capsule. They're better than organic. They're non-GMO, picked at the peak of ripeness with an NSF seal of approval. And what that means is that what is in the product is on the label. So for instance, here, I'm going to show you our berry blend, and I'm going to go ahead and read that label for you. So our label reads raspberry, bilberry, blueberry, cranberry, pomegranate, grape, blackcurrant, blackberry, elderberry, artichoke, and cocoa. My favorite part of our label, this is what sold me on the product, is the nutrition label. I told you earlier that Juice Plus has figured out how to put fruits and vegetables in a capsule, and only whole food can carry a nutrition label. So whole food encapsulated. Love our tri-pack. We also have a full spectrum of plant-based omegas, so 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. These omegas, we all hear, out in the news that we got to take our omega-3s, get your fish oil, make sure you get your omega-3s. Well, what Juice Plus has done is they've cut out the fish, they cut out the middleman. So they went straight to what the fish eat, which is the algae. And so our omega blend is made up of algae oil, pomegranate seed oil, tomato seed oil, and more. It is a complete vegan product as well, all the way down to the capsule. We have some amazing protein called Complete Protein that comes in chocolate and vanilla. We did find out at conference a few weeks ago that they're coming out with some new flavors. So I'm excited to see what else they come out with for our Complete. But I love our Complete. The chocolate is good. The vanilla is good. Every single morning I get up and I swallow my capsules with a Complete shake. We have another shake, it's called Perform, where you get a little bit more protein per serving. I think it's 25 grams on the Perform, it's 14 grams of protein on the Complete. But I use the Perform when I work out. So in the afternoon, when I do my workouts, I shake up my Perform with some water and I drink that pretty much before, during, and after, just kind of drink it the whole time that I'm working out. I love the Perform and how it makes me feel. Last but not least, because I can't leave this out, is our tower garden. We have an amazing aeroponic growing system where you can grow your vegetables, your herbs, your lettuces. I have one sitting right behind me in my office. Tomorrow it's winter officially in Indiana. We're expecting snow. And I'm growing my own vegetables literally in my office that I can pick and eat fresh every day. So if you have not heard about the Tower Garden, please make sure you get a hold of whoever invited you to this call, because you've got to know about it. So we have a really amazing lineup of speakers tonight. Susan Wittenbach is a Presidential Marketing Director Plus with the Juice Plus company, and she has brought some people from her team to share their Juice Plus journeys. And I'm super excited to welcome you to the call, Susan, and your team. Thank you so much for joining us. You can go ahead and take it away. Oh, I can't hear you. Are you muted?
Yes, there. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for being here tonight. And we love sharing our stories and learning from each other. And I hope that as we're listening to each person, that you think about how that might apply to you and how it connects with a part of you that opens a door, an idea, a vision for you, because that's why we share, is for contribution and to help each other open up and think of things they might not have thought of. So I've been with the Juice Plus company for 28 years. I can hardly believe it. I went to kindergarten through high school with Cynthia Gompers, who many of you probably know. And she shared with me, tried to share with me at a high school class reunion. And I was like, oh, not now, Cindy, I can't, we're at a party. I can't hear what you're saying. And she said, can I call you in a few weeks? And I said, of course. And that's a lesson right there, to make an appointment with somebody, when you can have their undivided listening. And so she called me. I remember where I was standing in my kitchen. And I said, what is this? And she said, fruits and veggies in a capsule. And I thought, oh my gosh, I had visions of my girls feeding the dog Brussels sprouts under the dining room table. And I thought, my family needs this. And I'm trying to deliver, but this sounds amazing. So I wasn't really looking for another job. I was an interior designer and had a business, full-time business. But I wanted to share it with people. So that's what I did. I said, this is brilliant. I saw the vision from the design standpoint right away. It just made sense. And this is before we had any research or auto reorder or anything. But I called my college friend, my dear friend, Nancy Glenn in California, knowing that California might be a little more progressive than the Midwest. And she said, sounds great, but, I don't have time. And so she went to a boot camp at Lake Tahoe and she met the people in the community. And that is a huge part of what attracts us and keeps us together and keeps us connected is the friendship, the community, and the way we learn together and lift each other up and contribute. And then I met Candace Corson at a personal growth seminar, and we spent 10 days together and got to know each other. And again, I didn't share it with her there. I asked her if I could call her when she got back home. And of course, and we had some phone tag. And then Gretchen Comstock was a friend. One of my friends and one of my first customers' daughter-in-law went to school with Gretchen, and Gretchen met her dear friend. They reconnected at the class reunion, and she said, where do I get this stuff? And she told Gretchen, you have to call Susan in Michigan. We did not know each other. It was just that friends of friends and referrals. So I tell you that because I want you to always just be open and build relationships, and you never know where you're going to, Nancy was a close friend of mine, but Gretchen and Candace were strangers. And so just keep that wide open. I love this business. I don't know what I'd do without it through thick and thin in life. And we all go through these. My story is, I can't imagine what the quality of life that I would have if I didn't have the connection, the groundness, the contribution, the friendships, the learning, the personal growth that comes with this. It's been a huge gift. And so I just want that for everybody to find peace and joy and personal growth along the way. And as you grow, so will your business. That's kind of how it works. And part of that growth is actually getting out of your comfort zone and talking with people and connecting with people and listening to people. So I can talk more about that afterwards. But in the meantime, I have wonderful people with wonderful stories to share with you. And Adrienne, do you want to start?
Sure. Thank you so much. I just really, really appreciate being here. And my story started actually in the Bronx and in Spanish Harlem. That's where I was born and raised. I was born in the Bronx, then raised in Spanish Harlem, and then back into the Bronx. Right now, I'm in North Carolina in Raleigh. And even though I was in the Bronx and I've never seen anyone growing, I always knew I wanted to grow my own food. But, you know, being in the Bronx, being in the hood, that's just not possible. So when I actually found the Tower Gardens online, and that's how I became a part of the community. And I had been in about 8 different networking businesses, so I was already jaded. I knew they worked, they just wasn't for me. But when I found out that this was actually one of those, again, I still did not want to join it. But I had ordered my Tower Garden, and that's how I found out, calling on customer service for ordering it online, not getting any confirmation, calling a company in the morning saying, you got a beautiful website, but y'all need to do something with it. Y'all have to update it because I didn't get a confirmation. And they said, oh, we have to assign you a representative. And the whole world stood still. And I said, representative, I will. I heard that 8 different companies, you know, wanting to reach that level. I said, is this one MLM? And she said, yes, networking business. And then I said, oh, okay, still didn't want to join in. And then I said, how long is it going to take for you to find me somebody so I can, you know, I want my Tower Garden like now. And it happens later on. I was working at Whole Foods. I worked in the supplement department. And I get a phone call from the representative they assigned me to. And she says, oh, I see you live right here, 15 minutes from me. We could meet up. I want to talk to you about the business. I said, no, you don't have to meet up with me. That Tower Garden is going to be up in a half an hour because I'm a DIY person. So never did I think I was not going to be able to put the Tower Garden together. And right when we were about to hang up off the phone, I said, this is an MLM right now, because one of my sisters had already said, Friday, I'm ordering a tower. Then I had a brother that was going to order the Juice Plus, because, you know, they went on the website, because we do what we always do, tell everybody about everything for free. And that's exactly what I did. And so my brother was ordering the bars and the Juice Plus. My sister was going to order the Tower Garden. And I said, hold on a minute, how much is this? And she was like $50. At the time, it was $50. And I said, $50? Well, how much is the whole thing? $50. Well, when I reach a certain level, then how much is it going to be for me? $50 for the year. I said, sign me up right now. She said, but we live 15 minutes away from each other. I said, sign me up now. I'm in the middle of the floor and I'm at work and I could get fired. And she said, well, I would need your personal information. And at the time I had like $1,000 in the bank, and the bank is, I'm secure with the bank. They're going to take care of me if something happens. I said, what do you need? She said, I need your personal information, like your social security and your debit card. Boom, boom, boom. I started texting it to her. I said, I texted to you, sign me up, and I will call you back when I get off of work. And that's how I came into the business. And, and I went fast track straight to sales coordinator, and so did my sister. She signed up on that Friday. It was actually an event. She signs up Friday. I found out there was an event in New York Saturday. I'm here in Raleigh. My car wasn't going to take me there, so I got a bus that I paid for our tickets. The tickets were $125. It was in Midtown Manhattan, and it was like a small event. And somehow I found it, and I found that online. And I called my sister. I said, listen, I'm on the bus. And she was like, on the bus with me. I said, I'm on my way to New York. You're going to meet me in Midtown Manhattan. I paid for both of our tickets. They have some sort of Juice Plus event, and we're going to be able to find out all this information. And my sister was like, okay. And I took that bus straight to Midtown, got off that bus with my little luggage, and we went to that event. And I'm going to tell you, one of the things before I end about this business is how the community embraced us, right? We know the climate of the world, and the community, when we got to that event, it was myself, my sister, it was Dewana Scantleberry, and it might have been two other African Americans there. And it was maybe about 300 people in the room, and we were the only African Americans, right? And we were embraced so much. But of course, I looked around that room and I said to my sister, I cannot wait until we add more color to this room. And so it was just so amazing. And I'm definitely going to end with this. I signed up 2 young girls. There was an event in Charlotte and they lived in Charlotte. I paid for their event. I said, listen, there's this amazing Juice Plus event. Go to this Juice Plus event. They were so excited. They were calling me. They were dream building, telling me all of the things that they were going to do. And they got there and they saw the same thing that I saw. And they called me and they said, we can't do this. And I said, what do you mean you can't do this? Their whole climate change. And they said, well, we were the only African Americans there. It was only about, she said it was 10 of us in that whole room. And it was nothing that I could say to convince them, because the grandmother chimed in also, and you know, she grew up in that era and it was what it was. So I say this to you: when you walk in a room and you see something different, why don't you just be the change, especially if they are embracing you? If you are Jewish and you don't see any Jewish people, why don't you just get some Jewish people in, right? Everybody is welcome. And had I would have started the Juice Plus company, it would have been, somebody, Candace Corson would have walked in the room and she would have saw all African Americans, because that's all I know, right? Ain't nothing personal. It's my cousins, my aunties, my uncles, and the school I grew up in the neighborhood I grew in. So I just want to say that I really, really still 6 years later feel even more armed than me to go ahead and get this done. And they are all races, all nationalities, Asian. I mean, I can just name people that are just like, you can do this, Adrienne. And so that is one of the biggest things that this company has touched me with. And so thank you so much. And I want to say one thing, Susan Wittenbach, when you call, when your upline calls you, they're not calling you to chastise you. They're calling you about something now in one way or the other, right? And I laugh because Denise and I were cracking up, because I said, Denise, I said, Susan, call me. I said, but I had to call her back. I missed that call, but I couldn't wait to call her back because my phone was across the room. When any one of my uplines call me, these are 6, 7, 8-figure people. They know something I don't. I had Denise run, and I said I was doing parkour across my living room trying to answer that phone for Susan Whitaker. And so again, I just thank you so much, and I love this community.
Oh, thank you so much. And we love you, and we love everybody, and we love that we are inclusive. This is who we are. We lift people up, we embrace people, everybody. We're trying to bring peace and health and inspiring healthy living, which is mental, physical, and emotional, right? And just bringing everybody together. Thank you so much, Adrienne. And you are big on events, and you have this fabulous event every Saturday night on Zoom. And I know you've included everybody in that too. And just in interest in time, Denise, you've got a huge product story. Hi, good to see you. You're muted.
There you go.
Yeah, tell us what happened to you.
Hi guys, Denise McCollough here. I am also in North Carolina, and we're very excited to be a part of this company. So my story started with Juice Plus, and it started because I was also looking to earn some additional income. And as life would happen, life happened, and I ended up with getting aneurysms in my brain. And so when the neurosurgeon went in to literally take my skull out, put it on the table. He said, my God, you look good on the inside. And that was huge to me. That's why I feel that I'm here today, because the Juice Plus company is an amazing product. It's all fruits and vegetables, herbs, and omegas. And that's why I'm here today as a miracle to say to you, it works. And we all know after conference, if you Google the Juice Plus company, if you Google the most researched nutritional whole food company in the world, not in your state, but in the whole world, Juice Plus comes up. So guys, we're in the right place at the right time. And then to move forward, I found the Tower Gardens, OMG. As a master gardener, I love, and I too am loyal to the soil. However, and I still am, finding the Tower Garden gave me back my life, gave me back my time. And so I love the fact that I can help others grow their own food. And I don't know if you've been to the market lately, but in the market, food is expensive for no reason. So we are now growing organic seeds, organic plants. We're growing in schools and YMCAs and YWCAs, in the universities, at the general recreation center. So any place you can grow, we can grow. We lovingly say that we grow from the wound to the tomb. We also grow from Tay to grace. So Denise McCollough, Tower Gardens are the future, and you're in the right place at the right time.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I love the enthusiasm of everybody. When we talk about our Juice Plus and our Tower Garden, people get really fired up. Where's Eunice? Are you there? Thanks, Denise. Is Eunice available?
Yes, Eunice is here.
Okay, kiddo.
Okay, I want to thank you for this opportunity today. In 2020, I was notified by an insurance company that I had a policy that I took out a few weeks before my 20th birthday that I totally forgot about. I started reflecting back to that time of my life and further as a teenager, and I realized that I was not planning to be here today at 72 years old. Being an impressionable teen, I heard Nancy Wilson sing the song 10 Good Years. Now, some of you may not have heard this song, so I'm going to give you a clip. 10 good years, 10 good years. Like it or not, all a woman has got is 10 good years. When you haven't got wrinkles and there isn't a spread, and you're blooming like a flower every hour on the hour. Well, at 16 years old, I honestly did not know what 10 good years meant. Well, my aunt enlightened me. She said, it's your 20s, your 10 good years. I cannot remember my state of mind, nor what I was going through as a teenager, but I was so devastated to hear that at age 30, my body was going to be going downhill. I was going to be old and deteriorating. I quickly made a plan to spend my 10 good years having fun, living life, and flying off to heaven by the time I was 30. Now, I'm so thankful to God that I am here today. But what would I tell my 16-year-old self today? Eunice, you're not going to believe this. But we are now 72 years old and looking better than ever. You look surprised. Well, in my 40s, my body started falling apart with some unusual changes, muscle pain, cramping, and poor circulation. When I shared my concern with my doctor, he said, let's face it, you're getting old. Eunice, I thought, wow. This is what old feels like. I accepted the experience that my body was going through was natural and part of getting old in our DNA. Then I was introduced to Juice Plus plant-based powders. And within months, I experienced no pain, improved circulation, a stronger immune system. The Bible says my people shall perish from lack of knowledge. I realize that a lifestyle change can be made at any stage of life. Eunice, remember Nancy Wilson's song? I have minimal wrinkles. People actually tell me I got some beautiful skin with no makeup. I have been able to manage the spread by eating healthy and drinking those delicious Juice Plus smoothies, complete. I've incorporated physical activity and eating 30 servings of plant-based fruits and vegetable powders every day, along with the 5 Blend Omegas, has my body blooming inside and out every hour on the hour, healthy inside and out. Since taking Juice Plus, one of my doctors actually said, I have the health of a healthy 17-year-old. Eunice, relax. Don't focus on flying off to heaven by the time you're 30. Instead, focus on a healthy lifestyle that is pleasing to God. We will have this discussion again at my 100th birthday. Now, to the attendees on this Zoom call today, my daughter was in college, was a college athlete, and asked me to purchase the Juice Plus for her. I became a partner for the discount. And after seeing the experience that my family was seeing and the results in their health, I said, wow. And finding out that my DNA, your DNA, is not your destiny, I started sharing Juice Plus with family, with friends, inspiring healthy living and earning while sharing the gift of health. Thank you.
Beautiful, Eunice, just beautiful. And you along the way became a certified health coach with Dr. Sears. So you keep learning and coaching, and you've offered so much. Thank you. You're just a doll. We loved your song. You put fun into it as well, right? You enjoy what you're doing. And Rosalyn.
Yes, I do.
Thank you, Eunice. Hi, Roz.
Hi, sweetie. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, perfect.
Good. I am a master of social work, and I have a private practice in psychotherapy and counseling. Some of you may have heard me speak on the Cortese call and Cynthia Gomper's call, and maybe seen me on a Zoom here or there, because my claim to fame is that I speak on brain health and nutrition, and absolutely everything that I have learned in the last 15 years since I joined with the Juice Plus family, I have learned in line with being able then to share that information with others, and to be able to speak about it as a professional who works with the brain. And 15 years ago, I was talking with Susan, and she overheard me saying about my granddaughter who was 8 at the time, and she had eczema. And Susan says, well, you know, if you get on this Juice Plus new fruit and vegetable plant product, your granddaughter can get it free for 4 years. And I was like thinking, well, you know, I'll do anything for Molly. And I signed up to start taking it. Within 4 months, this eczema that she had had for 4 years was gone. And I was thrilled and just dumbfounded. And I called her up and I said, what is this stuff? And she said, it's fruits and vegetables. I'm like, how is it I could be diabetic, type 1 insulin dependent diabetic for 25 years, teach diabetic education classes, you know, just know a lot about food and nutrition and not know about the power of plants? And she said, because you know carbohydrates, proteins, fats, and calories. And I went, exactly, you're right, that's what I know. So back in those days, she actually had CDs with the recordings of some of the experts and the doctors that share with us in this company. And she gave me these CDs, and in the car, and then we upgraded to tapes, cassette tapes, then we upgraded to CDs. Back and forth to work for the next months, I listened to these educational presentations and fell in love with the power of plants. And I was just mad. I was mad. My doctors, my dietitians, my nutrition, no one had talked to me about the fact that for all those years, I didn't eat hardly any fruit, because fruit raises blood sugar and causes your blood sugars to go high. So for about 25 years, I'd literally eaten very, very little fruit without paying a price for that. So anyway, I called her up and I said, what is this stuff? And I said, well, then I want to put 5 of my family members on it. And she went, okay, well, may I offer you a suggestion? And I'm like, what? And she said, maybe you would like to sign up and share Juice Plus and get some, get some income back for sharing Juice Plus. And I was like, no, can't make me do it. I'm a professional. I hate that stuff. I'm terrible at it. And she said, well, you'll be leaving money on the table. And I went, okay, what does that mean? And so she said, well, if you're going to put 5 of your family members on it, I wanted my mother-in-law, I wanted my daughters, my granddaughters. And she says, you might as well just do a family plan. Sign up, share with your family. You don't have to talk about it with anybody else or share with anybody else. And I said, okay, fine, I'll do that, but don't expect me to grow a business or anything else. Well, after consuming Juice Plus, I went back to my diabetic doctor, and every year for 3 years, my blood labs got better until one day, kind of just out of the blue, he said to me, without having any idea what he was saying and how the importance to me about the statement, I only have 2 patients in my entire diabetic practice with blood labs as good as yours, and you both take Juice Plus. And I just started crying. And the reason I was crying was because my dad and I had both been diagnosed with type 1 diabetes at age 28. He died when he was 54 of a diabetic related heart attack, and I was 19. And when I was diagnosed at age 28, I just knew I had to take better care of myself. And I'd spent 25 years doing that the best I knew how. And when I got on Juice Plus and my blood labs improved and I became one of his super healthy diabetic patients, my health trajectory changed in that moment when I realized what I could do for myself. And to this day, 42 years later of being diabetic, 4 years later, I have no complications. And so I love to tell people I'm 68. People go, why do you tell everybody your age? I said, because nobody thinks I look 68. Why would I not want to brag then, right? So, I just fell in love with the company and the people and the business. And I started just sharing it. It just came out of me. I really didn't intend to. I really didn't even want to. I just couldn't help myself because it just meant so much to me to have found something of such value, of such benefit, of such ability for me to achieve nutritional excellence affordably and to be able to help others do the same. And, and I just know I will stay with this business and stay with all of my wonderful friends that I've met in this business. And I will share Juice Plus with anybody who will listen to me for the rest of my life, because it has truly transformed my life. And I wouldn't have missed it for the world. So thank you, Susan Wittenbach, for inviting me into the business and helping me to improve my health and well-being and helping my whole family to be healthier, and for giving me a gift that I can share with others.
Thank you. Thank you to a business of gratitude, right? A community of gratitude.
Yeah.
It's a win-win.
Yep. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
All right. So, wow, you guys, what amazing stories. Holy cow. Like, we're here every Thursday sharing stories. I record these and I know that everyone wants to share this. So they're on my YouTube channel. Make sure you look for those, but I'm going to stop the Healthy Living event recording. Thank you so much for coming out and sharing those stories tonight. We are here every